Wow, my mustache looks ratty in the 4K. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome. This is going to be the March wrap-up recap of the songs that I reacted to this past month in March. I don't have quite as much to say about the songs this month. You'll see why, I guess, in a second, but 3 of them were from the Brockhampton album. Again, that was my fault. I kind of fucked up the schedule. I don't want to have just 2 artists in the wrap-up. That's not what I'm going for. I want to have different artists come up throughout the month, so I'm going to work on diversifying that throughout the next bit. But I had a couple more things that I was doing. I've kind of done like a soft launch on my gaming channel, so go check that out. And that's been taking up some of my time, but here we are, March. So the songs that I listened to in the order that I listened to them was Brockhampton, I'll Take You On, RZA and Flatbush Zombies, Plug Addicts, Brockhampton, Old News, and Brockhampton, What's the Occasion. So the way I typically do this, I start with my least favorite song and go to my most favorite of the month. So my least favorite song was I'll Take You On. It felt like actually, I'll say both I'll Take You On and Old News off the Brockhampton album were kind of going for like a kind of popcorn type phase in the album, just a more listenable type thing, and they've done that with all their albums. They've tried to throw those in there. I'll Take You On was just not a great attempt. It felt like it started as that, but then they tried to get more serious when they found out they had a Charlie Wilson feature. I don't know how that song actually came together, but that's just what I feel. I don't know. But, I mean, there was some pluses. Like, I loved the Matt's earworm on the drug dealer, somebody who gon' heal her. I want to steal that and make a whole song out of that, but other than that, the song was just kind of discombobulated and weird. It was one of the lowest points on the album for me, if not for one of the songs later that you'll see at some point. I'll Take You On a 4 out of 10. Now, on the other side of that popcorn music, but done actually really well, is Old News. It was going for like that same sort of thing that I'll Take You On felt like it was going for, but it was just executed a lot better. It's not great. It has its place in the album for sure. I go back to it. I listen to it quite a bit because it's just groovy, but it's not all that blow away or whatever. I don't know. It's just kind of a run-of-the-mill cut still. So I liked it. I gave it a 6 out of 10, but it could have landed anywhere between 5 and 8, 4 and 8 probably, depending on how you look at it. I had a lot of trouble with the next 2 and where to place them because there are totally different songs, but I ended up going with my favorite as being the other Brockhampton song. So the 3rd song that I'm going to be talking about is Plug Addicts with RZA and Flatbush Zombies. When I first listened to it, I don't know if I was too excited about it. I really didn't like what RZA did on it at first, and I don't know, but listening back to it more, both Eric and Juice sound super hungry, and I really like that, especially from Eric. His flows are nuts. I'm excited to hear them go at it again. Every time they make music, it's always great. I didn't love Meech's verse. It was solid. It was what he does, but it just felt a little uninspired. It was just Meechisms the whole time, you know, like, it was still good. It's still a perfectly good song that I'm going to keep listening to. And I had to kind of change my perspective a little bit because I do wish that RZA had done more, but you got to look at it more just as kind of a legend giving a cosign, not like he was actually out there trying to rap or make something special like that. So when you look at it through that lens, it is cool that it's there. And I'm glad that Flatbush got to work with one of their heroes. That's awesome for them. I love seeing that. The more I listen to the song, the more I want to listen to the song. It's worked its way into my playlist more and more, but it's just not quite what I want from them. I want more. They have so much potential. Their ceiling is so high. I want to see them start scratching at that ceiling again. Feels like it's been too long. Regardless, I'm super excited to hear more, and I still absolutely love Flatbush, so don't get me wrong there, but I gave this a 7 out of 10. And finally, like I said, my favorite song I reacted to this month was What's the Occasion by BROCKHAMPTON. It's hard to say too much about the song, because it's not the most involved, in my opinion. I think, like, there are definitely, like, Matt's definitely saying something, like, there's stuff in the Joba verse that's there. It's just not, I don't know. It's more up to interpretation, and I think you can kind of take what you want from it. I like that. It's one of the only, like, really singy songs that really worked on this album, and I'm a sucker for Joba in the higher register. I really get a kick out of that. It's one of my personal favorites, honestly. Like, I listen to this song all the time, but as a slightly more objective score, I actually also gave this a 7 out of 10. But I do like it quite a bit more than Plug Addicts, which is why I ranked it the way I did. Even though I think Plug Addicts is probably maybe more sound of a song, the way it was put together. I think What's the Occasion is just more fun and more inspired, and it gave that edge to me. Not that these songs are really competing against each other, that's just kind of how I've had it in my head, I guess. I actually have the whole, like, list of my notes is up with the ones from months previous, just so I don't have my scores too inconsistent. But I don't know, I really like this song, and I want to give it more than a 7 out of 10, but it would feel wrong compared to some of the other scores that I've put up, so that's that. Yeah, I guess, I don't really know how long this video is. I got interrupted quite a bit, so I feel like it's probably a little bit shorter than my past ones, because like I said, I didn't have quite as much to say, but, that being said, do appreciate you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what songs I should react to next or soon, and hopefully I will see you guys then. Later.